channel, and thank you so much for watching. What is good? I am Jade if you're new here, and welcome to my live. So, you guys, Bravo just dropped a preview of the next episode, and once again, oh my god, Wendy is apologizing to the second half of the Green Eyed Bullies. Like, seriously, enough already. Enough is enough. Let it be the last one that you're going to make. You did nothing wrong. You did nothing wrong, Wendy. You did nothing wrong. But let me say this, as disappointed, I should say, as I am over Wendy's apology, make no mistake about this. The reason why Wendy is apologizing is as a result of the gaslighting, the incessant bullying, the ostracism. Like, these women have continued to subject Wendy to all manner of things. Clearly, Wendy wants to continue to be on the show. She doesn't want to lose her champagne glass. And if that means kissing up to the resident evil, the resident bullies, on the show, for that to happen, for her to continue to be on the show, I guess that is something that she felt she had to do. But she really doesn't have to do that. I hope that the outcome, the support that she has gotten from the viewers, I hope that that gives Wendy some kind of confidence going into next season, if there is a next season, because let me tell you, everything that is happening in this season is definitely turning people away. It's definitely making people feel like they don't want to tune in anymore. They don't want to watch the show anymore. So if there is a next season and she comes back, hopefully she can take the support and she can basically build on that, because everybody can see, unless of course the people who, in my opinion, have been paid to troll and just push a certain narrative about what happened, everybody can see, everyone can see what's going on, that it was Robyn and Gizelle and Mia. They were the ones that wronged Wendy. Wendy did nothing wrong. So the vast majority of the viewers are on your side, Wendy. She's probably thinking, okay, I want to be back on the show, because the show, whether you like the show or not, whether you agree or not, the show does help a lot of people. It does catapult certain people who already have talent. I'm not talking about talentless ones. People who have actual talent. The show has a way, the Real Housewives show or reality show in general have a way of opening doors for people, that creating opportunities and giving them opportunities in situations where they probably wouldn't have gotten the opportunity. The audience, it's a huge reach. They reach a lot of people. It's like the easiest way to put yourself in, to make yourself a household name. So I understand the appeal. I understand the reason why Wendy wants to remain on the show, because she's using it as a stepping stone for something bigger, to come for her. She's very driven, Wendy. She's very driven. That's why when I see people say, oh, maybe this show is not a fit for Wendy, like, who are you to tell Wendy that? It is not your place to tell Wendy if the show that she's on, the show that she consciously signed on for, it is not your place to tell her if she's a good fit for the show or she's not. She knows herself. Because when you do that, when you say, oh, Wendy's not a fit for the show, it's like you're punishing the lady after she was bullied. It's like somebody else bullies her, somebody else assaulted her, and then you, because in your mind you think you mean well, because you don't think she should be there to expose herself and subject herself to the kind of torture, to the kind of disrespect that she has gotten on the show. But by you doing that, I understand that you're trying to protect her. You feel like she deserves better. But by doing that, you are actually punishing her, because she's the victim. She was the one that was assaulted. But if you go online or wherever it is that you're having these conversations and you say, oh, Wendy is not a good fit for the show, she should leave, that means you want her to be punished after she was assaulted. That's not fair. Do you understand? I hope that makes sense. So, yeah, So maybe Wendy feels like, okay, I really want to get on because I want to continue to be on the show. So let me do what I need to do, even if I have to kiss the ring, just so that these women can, just so that we can get on really decent terms. Like we don't have to be besties or whatever, but at least we can get to a place where we are civil with each other, we are cordial with each other. I think I kind of understand that because remember, Gizelle has been going around accepting titles of being the ghost producer on the show. I remember the first time that I heard that term. I was listening to Carlos King podcast and Gizelle was invited. And so Carlos King was gassing out, telling her how, oh, she's been here since the beginning of the show. And it's fair to say right now that she's like the, what is it called? That it was fair to say right now that she was a ghost producer on the show. And she was kind of, in my opinion anyway, she was, entertaining it. She was encouraging it and all of that malarkey. So she later said that some people reached out to her from Bravo and they were not really happy that there is this narrative that she's a ghost producer. So she decided to set the record straight. What was so funny was that the next time when I went on Carlos King podcast to try and listen to the interview again, there was a clear disclaimer at the very beginning of the podcast that wasn't there before the first time that I listened to it. There was a clear disclaimer in Giselle's voice, basically saying, I am not a ghost this and I am not a ghost that. I was cracking up. I'm like, the producers are like, okay, you're a ghost producer, right? You are a ghost producer. We'll show you what a ghost producer is. And now they've really shown her. I was just like, because it's all making sense now. A lot of the things that she was able to hide, the things that the producers help her hide, her behavior, her nastiness, her attitude, it's all coming out now. And I'm thinking they must really, and by they I mean the show producers, the editors or whatever, they must really be mad at Gizelle that and Robyn by extension, that they are actually for the first time giving those of us who are the viewers an insight as to who Gizelle and Robyn actually are. So I was thinking to myself, I was like, they must really be mad at Gizelle for accepting the title of the ghost producer. That was funny to me. Anyways, like I said, she's going around accepting the title of the ghost producer of the show. And it's obvious that at least Wendy, if not all of the women, some of the women, including I want to believe Wendy, has bought into this narrative, hence her willingness to keep apologizing to this no storyline having hags. It's annoying to me. It's just sad. Like I said, the it has gotten so dark and so heavy, and this is not what reality show is about. I want to watch reality show. I learn new things about cosmetic, about the new things, the new trend, fashion, whatever. I don't want to be watching grown ass women bullying somebody simply because the person had the audacity to call them out, something that nobody else has really been able to do. So, nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to watch all that heavy stuff. Nobody wants to see the things that they're trying to escape. They want to watch a show that is kind of mindless, just a bunch of women throwing shade at each other, saying all kinds of things to each other, and then making up later towards the end of the show. And then everything is all well and good with the world again. That's what people want to see. People use the reality show as an escape from their own life. Better a rich lady somewhere fighting another rich lady somewhere than me. You understand? So it has just gotten so heavy, and some people have just really, some people are checking out, for real, for real. Some people are checking out. However, like in my opinion, the silver line to all of this is like that the show is shining a light on the dynamic of bullies and their victims. Okay, I mean, I can even, maybe some of you might think that this is a bit much, but I can't even liken this to cases of domestic violence where the abused partner is being gaslit into apologizing to the abuser, even though the abused have not done anything wrong. They just feel like apologizing would help things get better, at least even if it's just for a moment, even if it's just temporary. Like, I'm getting that whole vibe from this season of Potomac. It just kind of makes you see things. So the show has definitely given the viewers things to think about. I seriously hope that Wendy stop apologizing. I do not want to see, I swear to God, if I see one more apology, she needs to stop apologizing to these heifers. I hope there is no more apologies from her to these heathens for the rest of the season. I am so over it, honestly. Okay. So, anyways, Wendy, for her part, has reacted to the to the preview that Bravo dropped, and this is what she said. She said, spoiler alert, it doesn't last long. So she's referring to the makeup that her and Robyn did. So she's basically saying that it did not last. I guess after that, they went back to bickering, and Robyn and Gizelle went back to being bullies again. So she's saying that, spoiler alert, it did not last long. So my thing is that, Wendy, I don't know if you're intentionally missing the point because you actually are a very smart, intelligent woman. I don't know if you're missing the point intentionally or unintentionally, but the bone of contention here is not whether or not the apology took, it's not whether or not the apology lasted or it didn't last. The issue is that you keep apologizing. That is the main issue that people have, that you keep apologizing. People don't want you to continue to apologize, okay? People, we're tired, myself included. I am tired. But I will say this though, in Wendy's defense, I still don't blame Wendy for anything. We are just viewers watching the show. We don't know what goes on behind the scene. We don't know what these women would have done to Wendy. We don't know. There is a lot that doesn't even make it to the 40-minute show, 43-minute show. We don't know. We just know what they show to us, okay? But like I said, in her defense, Wendy, in my opinion, didn't know that, or didn't believe that the viewers would have her back and stand up for her. You know, she didn't believe, she didn't know, based on previous seasons or whatever. I have a strong belief that she didn't think that the viewers will stick up for her, that they will defend her, really defend her and stand up for her the way the viewers did this season. Okay. So, and this is all based on previous episode when no matter what Wendy does, she just seemed to be hated by a lot of people. The viewers, they will always take side with the green eye terrorist than they would when it comes to Wendy. So I think she just didn't think that the audience would really, really call this for what it is. She didn't think that the audience will really, really, really stand up for her. Because everybody, like I said before, apart from the people who obviously have some kind of resentment towards Wendy, or the people who seem like they've been paid to push a certain narrative, most people who have been watching the season, everybody is on Wendy's side. And I think this is the kind of support that Wendy did not have before. And so maybe because she didn't know how the audience, the viewers were going to receive what was playing out in front of their TV. So she felt like, in order for me to save my job, let me apologize, let me apologize. And I think so. I think the audience, they share a blame Okay, the audience do share part of the blame in all of this, because if they had really not been so quick to dismiss Wendy, you know, if they had not taken sides with the green eye bullies, I don't think Wendy would have felt a need to try to make peace with them. If Wendy had felt in her heart that the audience are going to watch everything that is playing out and they're going to be fair and they're going to judge fairly, I don't think she would have had to beg these people. I think she's begging because she just doesn't think that the audience will have her back, you know, because let's not forget, you know, these people, the audience for the most part, have always defended Robyn and Gizelle. The audience have always defended Robyn and Gizelle. It did not even matter what they did. They could do no wrong. Robyn and Gizelle could do no wrong and they will be defended. So it makes sense that because she wants to be on the show. I have no doubt in my mind that Wendy wants to remain on the show. You know, so I think apologizing to Robyn is as a result of the bullying and the gaslighting that those two monsters and in the audience, let's be honest, the audience themselves, who have for more than um 4 seasons or 3 seasons supported Robyn and Gizelle terrorizing, what, not even for more than 7 seasons, or for 7 seasons have supported Robyn and Gizelle in their nonsense. And it's true. The audience have always supported Robyn and Gizelle, no matter what. And so Robyn and Gizelle are going around, running around, acting as if they own the show. They call the shot. You know, looks like some of the Bravo producers had to reel Gizelle in a little bit and be like, no, you cannot be going around allowing people to believe that you are a ghost producer. You know, so she said that she got in some serious trouble after doing that. I just feel like if Wendy had felt supported back then, not now, definitely there is a lot of support now. Okay, viewers definitely are team Wendy, most of the viewers, but I do feel like if Wendy had gotten the support from the viewers, if the viewers themselves had been fair in their treatment of Wendy in the past, maybe, you know, she wouldn't have felt a need to apologize to a bully, you know. So like I said, Wendy clearly wants to be on the show, and so she feels like apologizing might help her stay. The thing that she's failing to realize is that Robyn does not give two F's about anybody else but Gizelle. Okay, so when she said in this tweet that she released after the story went public, after this preview was posted, when she said, spoiler alert, it didn't last, I wasn't surprised. Of course it wasn't going to last. Of course it wasn't going to last. We're talking about the green-eyed bullies. They only care about, okay, not even they. Robyn is only there to be Gizelle's muscle, to be Gizelle's yes man, you know, and Gizelle is just there for Gizelle. But Robyn is there for Gizelle. If you think that Robyn is going to have any serious, strong, lasting relationship with you, when you and Gizelle are still not on good terms, that is like a pipe dream. Like, you're being delusional if you think Robyn is going to have like a really good, deep, meaningful relationship with you when you and her fellow bully are not even on good terms, you know. So yeah, for you to even have any kind of cordial relationship with Robyn, you would have to also kiss Gizelle's ring, you know. So of course it didn't last long. When she said it, oh, newsflash, it didn't last long. It's not gonna last long because that you are just something that serves as an entertainment for them. Okay, you are just something that they use to get a storyline, to make themselves seem interesting, you know. You are just their next ping pong. That is all you are to them. Then Robyn is never going to have a deep and meaningful relationship with you, Wendy. That's not going to happen. So just erase that mindset from your heart, erase the possibility of that happening, erase it from your heart. It's not happening. Okay, those two are just too into themselves for any of that. Robyn is into Gizelle, and Gizelle is just all about Gizelle. So that's how the dynamic works, and it works for them. They don't care. It works for them, and that's really all that matters. So yeah, like I'm gonna keep watching, but a lot of people are starting to really, really tune out of the show. A lot of people just see the show as a really dark thing that a lot of people are tuning away. But yeah, I wanted to quickly drop that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.